Alrighty, guys, this is Solving Inequalities, your flipped homework tonight from our classwork today, where you discovered the fact that when you multiply or divide either side, like one side to the other, by a negative, it flips or reverses your inequality symbol. All right, this is my third time giving this a shot. Let's hope it goes well. All right, so to solve inequalities, as you know from our previous homework, you do the same exact thing that you do for equations. So first step, drop your brick wall and start using inverse operations to solve. So hopefully you know that we would divide both sides by -5, and that should be a big alert to you. That should be like a woo, woo, big alert. If you're dividing both sides by -5, that means your inequality is going to reverse or flip. So instead of greater than, it's going to become less than. What you have left on this side is x, and 45 divided by -5 is -9. Now we're going to graph it, and we'll put our solution in the center. And I'm just going to fill in the endpoints because it's hard to write with the mouse. Alrighty. Because it's not equal to, it will be an open circle. And x is less than -9, so the less than numbers are more negative. So our arrow will go in that direction. That's the worst arrow I've ever done. We'll go in this direction. Now the check is still rewrite. Let's try again. Rewrite, replace, recalculate. But hopefully you recall from our previous homework that you're not going to use your actual solution. So to rewrite, we have -5x is greater than 45. Then you're going to choose any value that's in the arrow section. You can't use -9 itself because it is not equal to, which means it is not a possible solution. Get in the habit of using a number other than your solution just in case you forget about that small fact. Replace with -5, I'll use -10, and greater than 45. When you do your multiplication on the left, there's no need to flip your inequality because you're not doing it to both sides. The only time you flip your inequality is when you're doing it to both sides. So -5 times -10 is +50 is greater than 45. This is a true statement, so we did it right and we're good to go. Alrighty, next one, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more to make my life a little easier. We have a two-step inequality. We still start out with dropping our brick wall, and we start using inverse operations to solve. If you feel pretty confident on this, pause the video, give it a shot. If not, stick here with me. So we're going to add 7 to both sides, which gives us 3a is greater than or equal to, notice we don't have to flip anything, so we didn't multiply or divide by a negative, 33. Then we divide both sides by 3. Notice that we're dividing by a positive, so nothing changes about the inequality. And we have a is greater than or equal to 11. So we're going to go ahead and graph. We have 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. Because it's greater than or equal to, we will indeed be a closed circle. And it says a is greater than or equal to 11. Well, 15 is greater than 11, so it goes in that direction. Now we're up to our check where we rewrite, replace, recalculate. That's a big R. All right, so we're going to rewrite. 3a minus 7 is greater than or equal to 26. Replace, again, you're not going to use your solution, although here you could because it is equal to, but we're going to get in the habit of not using it. We're going to use something else, anything in that line, and I'll choose 15. So we have 3 parentheses, 15 minus 7 is greater than or equal to 26. Recalculate, 3 times 15 is 45. And then we're going to minus 7. So we have 38. Oops. 38 is greater than or equal to 26. This is a true statement, so we know that we did it right. Alrighty, guys, this next one brings in a fractional coefficient, but don't let it frighten you. It works the same way that we've been solving equations, but it's an inequality. So we're going to drop our brick wall. The opposite of +1 is -1. -1. We end up with 4/5 x is less than negative 12. And then you can go from here from one of two ways. You can either divide both sides by 4/5 or multiply both sides by the reciprocal. I'm going to choose reciprocal, so I'm going to multiply this side by 5/4, which cancels out. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. So times 5/4, which gives you x is less than still, because I didn't multiply or divide, negative 15. Negative 12 times 5/4 is negative 15. So we're going to go ahead and graph this. We have negative 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, negative 19, 14, 13, 12, 11, negative 11. This is not equal to, so it'll be an open circle on negative 15. And x is less than this value, so any number that goes in this direction. When we go to check our work, we're going to rewrite, replace, recalculate like we always do. But as we've told you, don't use your solution, particularly if it's not equal to. If it's not equal to, you cannot use the solution. So we have 4/5 x plus 1 is less than negative 11. Then we'll substitute in, I don't know, I'll use negative 20. You can choose anything you want. I just like negative 20. Plus 1 is less than negative 11. So we have 4/5 times negative 20 gives us negative 16, plus 1 is negative 15. So I'll show that. Negative 16 plus 1 is less than negative 11. And then we have negative 15 is less than negative 11. And this indeed is a true statement. Negative 15 is less than negative 11, so we're good to go. Alrighty, I want you guys to try these next ones on your own. I'm going to complete them separately, and then in a minute, you'll see all of the answers. Alrighty, guys, these are the answers to the next three problems. I hope you noticed that every single one of them divided or multiplied by a negative in the final step. So every single one of them should have a flipped inequality or a reverse inequality. Please look over your work. If you have any questions, let us know when you come into class. And don't you worry, we're going to be practicing it some more tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.